Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video we're going to be learning how to find the limits of a function. Okay guys, so this is the first example and it's pretty easy because all you need to do is just substitute the 5 into x. So what this question is asking is to find the limit of x squared plus 2x negative 3 when x is approaching 5. Okay, and to do that, because there's no denominator that makes the equation equal to 0, you can directly just substitute x into 5. Okay, you'll substitute 5 for x and then you'll get your answer. 1 second. Okay guys, so here I plugged in the 5 into x and I solved the equation and I got 32. This means that when x is approaching 5, our limit of the function is going to be 32. Okay? This was a very simple example, so now I'm going to move on to harder examples. Also, guys, before I move on to the second example, I want to say that this video is going to be in two parts, and the first part is going to be easy and medium examples, and then the second video is going to be hard examples. Okay? Okay, guys, so here are the other two examples, and I want you to pause the video and try solving these on your own because these are the exact same as what we did before. All you need to do is substitute the values into x and find what the equation is equal to. Okay, so for A, all you're gonna do is substitute x for 1, find the answer. And for B, you're going to do the same. And don't get intimidated by the square and the square root. Just directly substitute the 3 and you'll find your answer. So let me put the answer on the screen. Okay, guys, so I just plugged in each value and I got that equation A, the limit of equation A is going to be -1 when x is approaching 1. Okay, and for B, I got that the limit of when this function when this function approaches 3, the limit is going to be root 12. Okay, you're not going to take the square root of 12 because you'd get decimals, so just put the how do I say it? The exact answer. Okay, by putting the square root, you'll put the exact answer. Okay guys, so the next section of the video is going to be dealing with factoring. So you're going to be given an equation where you can't directly substitute the value of x because you would get the denominator as 0, making the equation undefined. So then we will factor and we'll cancel out like terms so you can plug it in. So let's move on to an example. Okay guys, so here we have an equation where we have a denominator. So if you plug in the 4, do you think you'll be able to get the limit? No, right? Because if you put the 4 in, you'll get the denominator as 0, making the whole equation undefined. And you wouldn't be able to find the limit that way. So what you're going to do is factor the top. This is factorable, right? A squared minus 16, you can factor it to be a minus b times a plus b. Okay? So we're going to factor it and then cancel out the like terms and then plug in the x. So I'm going to show you how. Okay, guys, so here I factored the numerator, and when you factor the numerator, do you see anything that you can do to manipulate the equation? You can cancel these two terms out, right? And then you'll be left with x plus 4, right? So let's do that and see what we get as our answer. Okay, guys, after canceling these two terms out, we're left with x plus 4. Now you're going to plug in the 4. So 4 plus 4, we get our limit as 8. So this equation has the limit of 8. Okay, excuse my writing, I'm writing with my left hand. Let's do another example. Okay, guys, so here we have this equation, and the same thing. If you plug in the 2, you'll get the denominator as undefined, and you can't do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to factor the numerator and the denominator because in this case both can be simplified. So we haven't done factoring a cube in Math 31 yet, so I'm going to put an equation you can use to follow to factor so it'll be easier for you. Okay, guys, so I've taught Math 20 factoring for the squared equations, but I haven't taught how to factor it using cubes. I'm not gonna go into detail right now, but if you guys need a separate video, I'll teach that. But what we're gonna do is we have two equations that will make it easier for you to factor. So we have a cubed plus b cubed, and A cubed minus b cubed. Now look at this and tell me which equation you're going to use. You're going to use a cubed minus b cubed, right? Because a cubed minus b cubed, and if you're thinking, why are we using a cube formula? If you take the cube root of 8, you'll get a whole number, which is 2. So this whole equation can essentially be cube rooted. Okay, we're going to assume our a is x and our b is 2. And we're going to use the formula to factor it, the top and the bottom. I'm not going to show you how to do the bottom because I've made many videos on that. Okay, guys, so here I factored the numerator and the denominator. The numerator using this equation and the denominator using normal Math 20 factoring. So now you're going to cancel out the like terms. X minus 2, x minus 2. And now you see if you plug the 2 in, you won't be getting 0 as the denominator, okay? That means you can now substitute 2 and find your limits. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Okay, guys, so here I got the equation after canceling the like terms and plugged in the 2. After plugging in the 2, I got the equation equal to 12. So that means this equation will have the limit of 12 when x is approaching 2. Okay, so that's our question solved. Okay guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope this was easy for you to follow along with because this is just part 1 of 2 parts of finding the limits. This was the video with the easier examples. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and make sure to check out my next video in which we'll be doing harder examples. So yeah, bye guys, see you guys next time.